I low-key look like a little bum today, but I don't even really care. June 9th. I'm fucking lying. June 9th ain't even came. January 9th. Dates are so important. Okay. January 9th. Me and my boyfriend at the time, let's name him Arnold. Me and Arnold, we had decided we were going to go to this designer together and get his suit jacket made and my dress made, because we got like $50 off our items and stuff like that. So we go to the designer, we pick out our colors, our fabrics, we sketch out my dress. I done paid a $45 like consultation fee, which went towards my dress, and the deposit had to be paid before March 1st. This was January 9th. So make sure you just remember that, January 9th. So the following day, January 10th, me and Arnold break up. Well, Arnold breaks up with me because he just doesn't want to do relationships anymore. Whatever. So I'm all heartbroken. Till the next week, he comes back and he like, so Nick, are you going to prom? Like, we were talking, you know, communicating again. He was like, are you going to prom? And I was like, telling him no. I'm not even gonna lie, I was telling him no, but I really was gonna go to prom so I could make his ass shit face. Like, he's gonna be like, damn, I thought you said you weren't going to prom, but I showed up, didn't it? So he kept asking me, I kept telling him no. He was like, man, I know you go to prom, I know you go to prom. I was like, no. So then me and Arnold had stopped talking because we had got into it. We was trying to be like friends and trying to like still be in each other's lives, but it wasn't working how we was doing stuff. So we had stopped talking. During this time when we stopped talking, him and one of his exes had started communicating or whatever, and they had agreed that he was gonna take her to prom. Now, this is the same ex who, when we was in a relationship on New Year's, called him at 12:01. 12:01, called him talking about some Happy New Year's. Girl, I know you did not call your whole family before 12:01. Why you calling him at 12:01? Like 12? I told him, I was like, I don't fuck with this shit. But he was like, no, it's not like that. He was laughing it off. Me and in the back of my head, like, I let it go because like that was like the first time and like the last time she came up during our relationship. So they had agreed to go to prom with each other. So me and him, during this time we wasn't talking, we was both doing our own thing. But like clockwork, he came back and he was just like trying to fix the relationship. He was like, we just need to work on us. This is what we need to do. We had talked about it. We had went on a date to Red Lobster. We talked about the whole situation. I'm thinking we really getting back up there. So, damn, if I had one more brain for it. So this when he come telling me like, oh, I'm taking her to prom. I'm like, okay, cool, like shit. And so, cause at this time I was still doing my own thing. I was still talking to who I wanted to talk to. He was kind of doing his own thing. So he was like, are you going to prom? And I was like, nah. And he, at this point in time, like I really wasn't going to prom. He was like, why? And I just kept telling him like, I didn't want to go. Now everybody around me telling me, oh no, you need to go to prom. This is an experience you don't want to miss out on. Like you gotta go. So I'm like, no, I'm not going. So he asked me like every day for 3 weeks. No bullshit. Straight face. Asked me for 3 weeks to go to prom with him. And at first, like, I was like, no. And like the whole time, I ain't even gonna cap. I did want to go to prom with him, but I just kind of wanted him like big. And so he kept asking. So I had went to my mama and I was like, Mom, he keep asking me to go to prom with him. Another reason, okay, so it was like 3 reasons why I didn't want to go to prom with him. One reason was because I couldn't wear the colors that I wanted to wear. Like, I couldn't get the dress that I wanted to wear. Like, then he was taking somebody else to prom. Like, I knew how our senior class was. They was just gonna compare us the whole time. I really didn't want to hear that. And then it was just like, my friends and my family was just like tired of his ass at this point. Like, they was just like, this nigga is trash. Leave his ass alone. But you know me, I'm like, it's my day. No. So I went to my mama and I was like, Mama, what you think? And she was like, Nick, I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. So I went to her like 3 times about the situation. I guess my mom was just like, enough is enough. So she texted him and was just like, do Nick a promposal, and that's that on that. So he did me a promposal. I'm gonna insert some footage right here. He do the promposal. Everything is peaches and cream. And at this point, we kind of like back, like damn near in a relationship. Like this wasn't, I wasn't ludicrous. I knew what the fuck was going on. Like that nigga ain't want me talking to nobody else. I ain't want him talking to nobody else. So I went to him and I was just like, I don't want you taking her to prom. I don't want you taking her to prom. And he was like, man, babe, I already bought the ticket and I already bought the suit and I wouldn't take her to prom, but I already committed to it. So I'm like, okay. I was like, you know, trying to be an understanding person. I was like, well, first of all, we weren't together when he agreed to this, and we still not together, so he can do what he want to do, and I'm still gonna do what I want to do. So, you know, time going by, they prom getting closer and closer and closer, and we had ended up going on a date. We were supposed to go see Us, and we didn't go see the movie. He was like, I'm gonna take you to go see Us after Bartlett prom, because that was the prom he was taking the girls. I'm gonna take you to go see it after the prom. So I'm like, okay, this was his idea. He said, and I quote, Nick, I'm gonna take you to go see Us after the prom so that we have something to do. I was like, okay. So the week before Bartlett prom was April 12th. So this was like April 6th. This was like a Sunday. I had went up to his job. He had texted me, asked me to come see him. He worked at TJ Maxx. So I went up there. We talking and shit. And I had said something. I don't remember what I said, but I was asking him like about the plans after prom, like to go see the movie. And he was like, about that, I told her that I was gonna take her back to her hotel and I was gonna take them to do some other shit. So if I do come take you to go see the movie, it's gonna be late, or we can just go the next day. That shit really just that shit just blew me, because at this point in my head, I'm like, so not only you gonna take her to prom, you gonna cancel the plans that you made with me to take her back to the hotel room so y'all could freak on each other. That's what I asked him. I said, y'all finna freak on each other? You think I don't know what's going on? You think I don't know you finna freak this hoe? What? So he was like, oh God, I ain't gonna fuck her. Oh God, I ain't gonna fuck her. In my mind, I'm like, nah, this nigga, you gonna miss out on me in the movies to go take this hoe to her hotel room? So I'm like, okay, I see what's really going on around here. I see what's really going on. So they prom day finally come, April 12th come. He take her to prom. So that whole day, I really like, we was texting like just like scarcely, like here and there. I had texted him before he went to the send off, and I was just like, I love you, be safe tonight, because it was raining. I didn't want him to, you know, like crashing or shit, like crash burn type shit. So I was just telling him, be safe. So the next day, he texted me the next day and was like, good morning, with the little purple heart and the kissy face, which he always texts me. And so I was like, good morning. And he knew that shit would drive the fuck. Usually I send back like a kissy face. And so he called me. He was like, oh God, I didn't fuck her. Oh God. I'm like, yeah, okay. At this point, like, I was just off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, okay, like it didn't come and pass. Let's just move past this. So that we was just kind of like on the rocks. We was on the rocks because I felt like even though I had moved past it and I had already prepared myself, like I still kind of felt betrayed. Like, nigga, you really did that? Like, you really okay, like for real, you really took that hoe to prom? Like, that's what you telling me? So gotta keep in mind that Bartlett prom was a week before Central prom. So they prom was that Saturday. The next Saturday was our prom. So that Monday after Bartlett prom, that Monday before our prom, we had got into it. So I told him that night, because I had to go to Southwest class. I took Southwest college classes at nighttime. So I told him, I was like, when I get out of class, I'm gonna stop by your house so we can talk. And he was like, okay. So when I got out of class, I called him and he was like, man, I'm not going to prom. What? He was like, I'm not going to prom. Man, my mom unreserved the car that we had reserved because she don't trust you and she don't want me taking you to prom. I'm like, what? Like, he basically was, okay, so basically the reason why she didn't want him taking me to prom was because She thought that I was gonna be on some shiesty ass spiteful shit because he took the other girl to prom, and I was gonna like damage her car if she let him use her car or the rental car because I knew she had to pay for it. I was like, girl, bye. So he was just like, he was like, just to keep both of y'all happy so I don't be trifling and still go and you be like, your feelings be hurt. He ain't say that, like, but that was basically what he was saying, like, so I'm making both of y'all happy by not going because she don't want me going with you, and then you not gonna want me to go without you. So I'm like, okay. I cried my tears, I said my words, and I was just done with the situation. So I had already told my mom I had to find a hoe, somebody else to like ride to prom with and everything. So this was that Monday. And that Wednesday, he called me and was like, Nick, do you still want me to go to prom with you? And I was like, no. And he was like, damn, for real? I was like, yes, because I already told my mom, and I'd be damned if I tell my mom and then I still go with him, like, So Friday, was our prom on a Friday or on a Saturday? I don't know, it was one of them days. So the day of prom come, and he was like, what you doing? Good morning, all that shit. And I had to go get my hair done, get my nails done, get my makeup done. So once I had got all that stuff done, he had texted me like, where you at? And I was at home, so I was like, at home. See, he had told me that he was gonna come see me off to prom. That's what he said. He was like, I'm gonna come see you. I can't not see you off before you go to prom and stuff like that. So when he texted me where you at, I didn't think it was out the blue because I'm thinking, I'm thinking he trying to come see me. So of course I'm getting ready. I really have forgot about it. So prom started at 8. So it was about like 6:30. I left the house. I ended up deciding to ride with my best friend to prom. And so she stays in like this big building in Memphis where you got like apartments on top, but at the bottom it's like art and like just like different shit down there like that you could do. So everybody kind of goes there. So everybody goes to this building to take pictures. Like, it's well known, like everybody take pictures in Memphis at this building. Like everybody So, and even when he took his pictures to go to the other girl prom, this is the building that he came to. Like, everybody takes pictures at this building. So she stays here. My best friend stays here. But like how this building is set up, like you have to, if you live in apartments and somebody come like to visit you, you gotta come downstairs to come get them. Like nobody can get up to the apartments unless they had like this little special key. So call her. She don't answer the phone. So I'm sitting in the car waiting on her to call me back. She like, okay, I sent somebody down to come get you. So I was like, okay. So I get out the car. Now, I've been in the car for about 30 minutes, no cap. I was in the car for 30 minutes waiting on her to call me back. So I'm getting out the car. I'm getting all my stuff together. And the building has like these glass doors to walk in. So like I'm holding my dress. I got all my stuff in my hand. I'm walking. And like I was looking at the ground like to not step in no puddle or like water. And it's like as soon as I got up the stairs, I looked. The nigga was walking through the door fully dressed. I'm talking about fully dressed, like clean as hell. I just started looking up. Like I was like, I can't even look at this nigga. He was with his cousins and he ain't say nothing to me. It was like some shit out of a movie. Like, oh my God. Like literally, like we like literally like walk past each other like so gracefully, like we ain't know each other, like complete strangers. So I go upstairs. I'm upstairs in my best friend's house. I'm telling her, she like, say the word, Nick, say the word. I'm like, nah, that's what we not finna do. So I just automatically went to my phone, blocked him. Now, out of all the times we had stopped talking, out of all the stuff he did, I've never blocked him. Never. Like, I never had the heart to block him. So for me to block him, like, I was so done. So I blocked him, and then he was like, well, I don't know what he was like, but I blocked the nigga. So we go to prom, and we go inside. You vote for prom king and prom queen. This was the first year we was doing it. Like, this was the first year Central had did it in like a long time. So it was kind of like a big deal to us. So I automatically see his name on the ballot. I'm like, hell nah. I looked at Jeremiah. She like, hell nah. So we vote or whatever. And I go in prom. You know, I'm like, did you vote for him? Did you vote for him? Did you like? You ain't vote for him, did you? Like, why you vote for him? Like, that's how it was, and I ain't care. So then, time come, they announce who won and shit like that. He get up there, they make everybody say their names and shit like that. He like, Arnold, and everybody like, boo. do. I ain't even tell them to do this shit. They just did that shit on their own. Well, not everybody, but it was a couple people. I ain't even gonna play and hate on him. It was some folks. A lot of folks fuck with him at that school. A lot of folks did fuck with him, but folks still booed his ass. You know what I'm saying? I was in there like boo, but so he ain't win. So after they had announced that like who won and shit like that, he had kind of like ducked off. Like, I ain't see his ass no more. So I'm still enjoying prom and shit like that. And we was going to a set after prom. This boy named Ladarian, he was having a set. So everybody was kind of like, prom was dead as fuck, but we were just waiting on the okay from Ladarian. Like, once Ladarian was like, I'm finna leave, everybody else was gonna go back to their hotel to change and shit like that. So Ladarian finally like, okay, I'm finna go leave. So we like, okay, we finna go back to our other friend hotel so we could change. So we get, what happens? So we getting ready to leave, and my best friend looked at me and she was like, I got a missed call from Arnold. I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah, I got a missed call. So then I'm like, ignore that shit. So then she was like, oh my God, he just texted me this paragraph. So then I read the paragraph. I'm gonna put it right here, little screenshots of the shit. Right here. So he texted the paragraph, and he was basically trying to say like that the whole thing was like supposed to be a surprise. He was surprising me, and it wasn't supposed to be taken like this, and he was sorry. So I'm just like ignoring that shit. So we go out to like the little foyer or whatever it's called, and we taking pictures, and then I get a call from my friend Keithlin, and he like, what you finna do? And I was like, finna go back to the hotel and change. I'm finna leave right now. He was like, oh, okay. I hung up the phone. I'm like, that was weird. Like, usually Keithlin be like, oh, okay, like, get over me, but that was just like it. So I was like, okay. So we get to the car, and my best friend look at her phone, and she like, damn, I got 3 more missed calls from Arnold. So I'm like, okay. So he called again, like while we was looking at the phone. So I was like, go ahead, answer mine. So I'm sitting in the passenger seat like this, and he like, put her on the phone. My bitch was not going for this shit. She was like a real ass best friend. She was like, she don't fuck with you no more. We done. All that shit. She was just talking bad to him. So he was like, just put Alexa on the phone. And so then he was like, what kind of car you in? You in a gray Tesla? As soon as he said that shit, I hear do. I look over to the side, and he like, Nick, just talk to me, Nick. I'm just sitting in the car. I'm like, Mike, go. So then she pull off, in the Tesla. So then he go get in his car, and he chasing us in traffic and shit, calling the phone, like, just let me talk to you, chasing us like, oh, chasing our ass in traffic. Well, more like following us, but still like, oh, this shit was so funny. So we get back to the hotel. He eventually like ducked off. So we get back to the hotel, and before I can even get upstairs, I get another call from Keithlin. I answer the phone. It's like, unblock me. I'm like, ooh, like hung up the phone. Like, I can't believe this nigga was really doing all this shit. So I get upstairs. I change into my my after prom fit and shit like that. I'm looking like a bad bitch. I'm so fucking fine. I can't even cap. So I change, and I get a text from my Subu. Now my Subu went to prom with Ladarian. So I'm thinking like nothing of it. So I open my phone, and it's like, unblock me. I'm like, ugh, like that shit was just like, at this point, I'm like, ugh, like, really? So then I'm texting him, and he like, man, you finna go to Ladarian said. And I was just like, I don't know. He was like, if you do go, don't leave until I get there. I'm on my way, woo. Cause like, the folks he was with had went to Waffle House, so while we was changing, they was at Waffle House. So we end up getting to Ladarian's set. As soon as I walk in the door, I don't even care about nothing that's going on. I'm like seeing who's smoking. So my friend Quincy had a blunt, so I automatically start hitting that hoe. I ain't care. I was hitting that hoe. I was like, because before he get here, I need to be gone. So then my friend, my other best friend, ended up buying $4 grand. So they give me some of the weed, and I'm rolling up and shit like that. And every time the door open, I'm looking like this. So then I had ended up getting like high, like my high had kicked in, and I just stopped like hearing shit. Like I was really trying to pearl that hoe. Like I was taking everything in me to concentrate on that blunt. So all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I just see somebody go like this. So I'm like, and it was him. So I was like, damn, when I tell you all of my friends was like looking at me like, no, it wasn't like no, like look, it was like a, now bitch, I know you bet not, I know you not finna do this shit. So I'm sitting there like this, like damn. He like, can we please just go outside and talk? Can we please just go outside and talk? Now, when it first happened, when I first blocked him, I was like 100% mad. But like him chasing me in traffic and doing all this stuff, it had brought me down like 98% mad. So he had a lot, he had some room to work in, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, please just come to the car and talk to me. So I look at all my friends. I'm like, I'm finna be back. They like, oh, bitch. So I go get in the car with him. We talking, he apologized and he trying to explain this shit to me. He was like, it was supposed to be a surprise. I was like, nigga, if it was supposed to be a surprise, like you was supposed to pop up at my house with a corsage, like nigga, I'm taking you to prom, all this other shit. And that's not what it was. And so he was just like, I'm so sorry. And he was just trying to like really work on, he was just apologizing, trying to fix that shit and everything. So then I'm like, I was really like out of my mind. I really don't even remember how the conversation with, because I was so high. But I just remember like him trying to like, you know, fix the shit. When I tell y'all, I was only in the car with him for like an hour. Like from the time I left the house to the time we like left and came back, it was like an hour. So we went and talked and then we came back and he dropped, well, he didn't go back in the house. I went back in the house. So I go in the house. Ain't none of my friends there. Like nobody is there that I know. Like, let me stop lying. Like I knew the people there, but none of my rides, none of my like available rides was there. So I'm like, damn. So I'm calling everybody. I'm like, where you at? They're like, we left like 20 minutes ago. I'm like, why would y'all leave without me? You know what I'm saying? So then I called him back. I'm like, you're going to have to come get me. And I was like, I don't know what you're going to do with me, but you're going to have to come get me because you kidnapped me and now my ride's gone. So he's like, okay, just let me drop my mama car back off. I'm going to get my car. I'm going to come back and get you. So he come back. It took him like 30 minutes. He comes back and then he's supposed to be taking me to the hotel, to my front hotel. So we get in the car. We get to the hotel. Nobody is up. Nobody is answering the phone. They was all in the cush coma. So I'm like, damn. He was like, what you finna do? I was like, what you mean I'm finna do? Like, what you think I'm finna do? I don't have no options. So he was like, okay, well, we could just sleep in here. I had on some little bitty ass shit. I was cold as hell. So he was like, let's just get back on the back seat. We could cuddle and shit like that. We got back there, this shit was so uncomfortable. I was too thick for this shit. It wasn't even like he took up a lot of space, like I took up all the space. So we get back there and I'm laying down and shit like that, trying to rest. And all of a sudden, like, I just feel like my lash come off. And the nigga like holding my lash, looking at it like this. And I'm looking at him like, and he was like, can I take the other one off? And I was just like, yeah. Like, at this point, you done already fucked my makeup up because I can't put that hoe back on. And, like, what? So, he took the other one off, and then he set them hoes. he thought he was really doing something. He took them hoes and set them together and set them right here on the armrest. Like, they gonna be safe till the morning. So, I ended up going to sleep. And then, all of a sudden, like, I just feel this tapping. And he woke me up. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. He already in the front seat. He like, Nick. I'm like, what? He was like, get up. He talking about we had to get up because he was paranoid. That nigga was so shaky. Like, he was paranoid about everything. Like, we could be sitting at my house and he, who's that? Like, just always paranoid. So I was just like, okay. I got up. The nigga took me to Dixie Queen. I got some Dixie Queen. I split it with him on some nice ass shit. And then my best friend came and got me. And she took me away from that horrible situation. But that was really just how my prom went. Like, I spent my prom in a car with a nigga that I didn't fuck with. And that was just that on that. Like, really, it could be like a part 2, like to what happened, because the shit gets so much more trifling after this. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, if y'all want to hear like what happened after this, because like a lot of shit happened. Like our whole relationship was like really fucked up. But like, y'all just let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I have plenty more story times. I think the next story time I'm gonna do once this video gets to like 200 views, I'ma do a story time about my first fist fight with my ex-best friend. That shit was funny as the fuck. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Like I said, like, what they be saying? Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little bell button so you get notifications every time that I post something, or whatever they be saying. But bye.